Are you having difficulties in drawing trend line, or you simply do not know how to draw trend line properly? This video is for you. Quickly grab your notebook and your pen, because by the end of this video you're going to draw trend line like a pro. You start drawing trend line like a pro, and eventually you get good at it over time. So quickly, let's dive into the video right now. First of all, welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new to this channel and if you're not yet subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on notification bell, so that whenever I drop a video like this, you easily get notified. You understand? So quickly, let's dive into the video. So now, how I draw my trend line. This is how I draw my trend line. This is how I draw my trend line. For example, let's go to past charts. Let's check on this one. Okay, like what you can see now, you can see the market was bullish here. You can see the market was uptrend in this phase, and it was a downtrend in this phase. So now let's look at this uptrend. Let's draw a clear trend line without confusion here on the H4 trend line. So this is how I would draw my trend line. You can see this is how a proper trend line is being drawn without confusion. You can see the levels are being respected. You can see the levels. This is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth touch, and the sixth one got broke out. You understand? And let's draw another trend line here on this downtrend. This is where I'm going to start the trend line from, and boom, this is it. This is my trend line. So now let's talk about the essential right now, and this is it. First of all, to draw a proper trend line without confusion, you need 2 swing points, minimum 2 swing points to draw a proper trend line. You understand? And this is how it is right there. You can see the swing point, the first swing point that I saw and the second swing point that I saw before connecting this trend line to the upside, and that gives us the third touch, the fourth touch, the fifth touch, and the breakouts. You understand? This is what I also saw here. I saw this first swing and this second swing, so that gives me the confidence to join my trend line from here to here, and it gives me this third touch and this fourth touch. Then this fifth one, this is the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth one. Then the sixth one was trying to sell, and eventually it got rejected and broke out. You understand? So the second essential thing here is identify what direction the trend is going. You understand? For you to draw a proper trend line that will act in your favor, you need to know the direction of the trend. For example, this trend line that I draw here, I saw that the trend was up. You can see the trend was up here. It was creating higher high and higher low, higher high, higher low, just like that. Higher high, higher low, just like that. Then it continued here again. The market broke out of this low here. If you could see, if you know how trend works, you see that the market broke out of this. But this is not what we're going to be going on to today. We're looking at how to draw trend line. So I saw this impulsive move, that is a swing move, and I also saw this second swing move. So first of all, like I said, you identify the trend direction. You identify what direction the market is going. That is what will help you draw a proper trend line, because if you fail to identify where the trend direction is going, you will find out that you draw a trend line that fails, that take you out all the time. It always fails because you draw it in the wrong market condition. For example, now this is an uptrend. Now if you decide to go and draw a resistant trend line, maybe you are thinking of something like this, maybe you went to draw a trend line like this, and maybe draw a trend line like this and you are hoping to sell such a market, sometimes it may work for you, but most of the times it would not work for you. You understand? Most of the times it will not work for you because, like it is said, trade with the trend. If the market is uptrending, if the trend is up, then you look for buying opportunity. Then if the trend is down, you look for selling opportunity. So you always trade with the trend. You understand? That is why once the market is uptrend, you draw support trend line. Then when the market is downtrending like this, you draw resistance trend line. I see some people, when they draw their trend line at least on the downtrend market, they usually draw another one on the downside like this. Fine, it's okay to draw a support trend line on a downtrend. It's okay, but one thing you need to know is that if you're trading a downtrend market, the resistance part is the most important part of it. Then if you are trading in uptrend market, the support part is the most important part of the trend. You understand? Then the next thing is always use the H4 and the D1 to look for obvious trend line. If you're asking what time frame do I need to check for obvious trend line, or what time frame do I need to draw my trend line, do I have to draw trend line in any of the time frame I found on my chart? No, you have to use the higher time frame such as the H4, the D1 to look for your obvious trend line. You can see this chart VIX75 index. I drew my trend line on the H4 time frame. You understand? If you go to the D1 time frame, you can also see other trend line. You understand? You can also see other trend line. You find another trend. If we got the trend line here, this is a trend line. This is a trend line. This is a trend line. This is a trend line on the D1 time frame. This is the first touch, second touch, the third touch, the fourth touch, then the breakouts. You understand? So always use either the H4 time frame or the D1 time frame to look for obvious trend line on your chart, and you can use the parallel trend line to draw channel trend lines. You know, we have trend lines that moves in channel. You understand? So you can always use the parallel trend line, which is this is the parallel trend line right here. This is the parallel trend line right here. It looks like this. Once you put it on your chart, it will show you the resistance part and the support part. So you can also use such a trend line to draw obvious trend line. Let's use this for this one now. Let's say we're using this parallel trend line to get this trend line. Remember I said if you're looking to draw a trend line on an uptrend market, the support level is the most important part. So you need to draw that part very, very clear. You understand? So you don't get confused. You can draw the resistance part. You can draw it not quite well, but make sure the down part of it is very, very clear. You understand? Same thing if you're trading. Let's say we want to use our parallel trend line now to draw our trend line here. Same thing you do. You make sure you draw the resistance part very, very sharp and very, very clear, so that when price approaches this level, you know that okay, the level is going to respect itself or is going to break. You understand? Just like this. See, if you drew it like this, you see we drew it perfectly. You understand? We drew it perfectly. That is how you got your resistance and your support. You understand? So this is how to draw trend line. You can see this is a uptrend and this is a downtrend. So this is how to draw trend line very, very clear on your charts. You can also see this one right here. Okay, I will start from here. Yes, you can see this one right here. Even if the like I said, once the market is on the uptrend, you look forward to draw the down part of it, which is the support part, because when the market is trending up, you look for buying opportunity. So you are looking for to take your buys from the support levels. Then when the market is on the downtrend, you're looking to take your selling opportunity from the resistance level. So you make sure you draw your trend line very, very clearly on your chart. Another thing again is you can draw your trend line within the week of the trend of the candle. Within the week, if you see my trend line that I drew here, you see that all the weeks are touching the trend line. Then this one right here, you see the body is inside the trend line. You can't find my trend line that a candlestick is above the trend line. You see the candlestick is always inside the trend line. Don't let the candlestick be outside the trend line. This place now, you can see this place now, it has a little bit of a trend line coming outside. You understand? You have a little bit of a trend line coming outside. Why? Because of the way we draw it from here. You can see here now the wick, the candlestick body is inside. You can see the candlestick body, they are inside. They are inside. So I can just quickly modify it like this, and it will still be the same thing. So far the body of the candle does not come outside. You understand? But make sure you draw your trend line perfectly, so that when price approaches the trend line, you can easily know that the price is going to react to that level or not. You understand? So I believe this video helped one or two persons understand how to draw trend line very well. And make sure you subscribe to this video, like this video, share this video to your colleagues, people, your friends that you know they don't know how to draw trend line. And see you in the next one, guys. Peace out. Bye bye.